Frodo, and I'm Maninu the mom. I'm so glad you're here. Let me tell you a little bit about this channel. This channel is all about me tackling animes. That's right, I said it, animes. Animes are like the coolest thing in the whole world, and I've just recently been renewed into the whole spirit of it. Let me explain. I have watched animes on and off for years. Back in the day, my oldest and I would sit back and we'd watch Sailor Moon and Pokemon. And then I had two more boys, and they continued the journey with Pokemon. And in between there, my oldest would throw stuff on, and it seemed to me that all of a sudden anime kind of got really dark for me. And I just kind of thought the only thing that was on was Pokemon-esque. And then came Fairy Tail. And Fairy Tail has changed the whole thing for me. It made me re-love anime. Because I started catching, because whatever was on, I would watch with them. They say, Mommy, come sit down with me, and I watch it with them, and it was wonderful. And I enjoyed it. And along the lines, there became a plot. It was more than just Pokemon, you know, with the little wrap it up in 22 minutes and that was done. It was almost like it was a movie and you continued to watch. And then I found out about the mangas and oh my gosh, it opened this whole new world. And so I just kind of thought everything was dark, and it's not. I got introduced to characters that I have fallen in love with. Granted, okay, a lot of the characters all look the same, and maybe it's because I'm picking the same genre over and over. Again, I have always loved the fantasy genre because I'm a gamer at heart. It's how I met my husband, and that is just what we've done. So gamer animes are like the best animes in my whole opinion. So when I found out there's quests and guilds and fairies and dragons and Urzas, okay, my favorite character. I mean, it's not just this little weak female. They're strong, they're empowering. It is just exciting. And I've learned that there's more than that. There's other genres that all of a sudden I'm interested in. And it's been the greatest thing. And it's this whole new journey. And so I'd love it if you join me on the journey as I figure out what I like, what I don't like. I'm always up for lots of suggestions. Like, I never would have even touched Attack on Titan, but someone said I really needed to see it. And it wasn't my kiddos. And I watched it and I'm like, oh my God. But we'll talk about that another time because that's what this is about. This is going to be about individual tackling the different animes that I've watched, and I will say I'm a little bit addicted. Okay. But they're fun, and I do love to be able to binge watch them. It's really, really hard for me to stop and go, okay, I gotta wait another week. Or the worst things that happen are, oh my gosh, they never continued the anime. Those are hard, but I still want to try it. And so I found that there's more than just dubbed. There's subs, subtitles. I have found that I love because I actually have to sit down and watch. When things are dubbed, I wind up being able to still pay attention to it, but I'm listening to it and still able to do all my chores around the house. There have been a lot of animes out there the boys have asked me to watch. Some of them are not really my cup of tea. They're not. And I can be honest about it. Sometimes a character rubs me the wrong way. And sometimes there are just characters out there that are amazing and you fall in love with. I do have a hard time, and I will be honest, because names are common. Very common. I can say, oh my gosh, I love Shiro. And then I find out there's like 6 different Shiros. I'm sure there's more than that. But first I thought Shiro was a boy, and then No Game, No Life, Shiro's a girl. It just goes everywhere. But I love it, and I have a hard time at least trying to remember their names because a lot of the characters do look the same. You know, spiky hair, boys, they scream a lot, yes. But I've enjoyed it, and I am really loving this journey. So that's what this channel's about. It's about me tackling each anime. Eventually, I'd like to expand and maybe go episode by episode, or even just have some one-on-one chats with you guys, where like a fireside chat, where you guys can suggest stuff and we can kind of kick back and even like talk about the latest thing. Because I'm a mom and most of the other moms I know are not into anime. My boys are. So that makes me lucky. But it's kind of cool. They have their own bias of things. So far, the fantasy genres are my favorite. Anything gaming, I tend to, if I can relate to it, it's fabulous. And then there's dark ones that I found that I like. I really like the psychological thriller of Death Note. That was kind of cool. So it's just, everything is open. And I'm willing to try it. And some I may not get through the whole season, just gonna be honest. And some I might just binge and be like, oh my God, that was so great. So yeah, if there's a hook, I'm good at least trying to get through the first season of everything to give it a full, because I found that with anime, sometimes it takes that whole season for you to get hooked. And then sometimes it's enough for me to go. So that's pretty much it. So I hope you come back, drop some information in the comments, and let me know what animes you think I should check out. And I hope to see you again. Bye!